Welcome to my channel. I'm Rogue Roses and I am here with Bucky. Now, if you're new to our channel, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking this video. And if you watch me regularly, welcome back. Thank you so much as well. Now, today we're going to be doing a react on episode 10 on Attack on Titan. I just wanted to give a quick recap with what's happened so far. Now, Eren, he doesn't remember anything about being a Titan, and him and Mikasa and Eren are surrounded by the garrison. We're also still in a battle for trust. The Titans are right outside the gate, and any minute now, the armored Titan could appear. So we also had that captain who commanded that the cannon be shot at Eren. And so we had Eren who instinctively turned into a Titan to protect Mikasa and Armin. Now, I really strongly feel that the only person who can actually get them out of this position or in this situation is Armin. He's so rational and he can think somewhat clearly, and I just think if there's anybody who can get them out of this situation, it's Armin. And so let's get to this episode and let's see what happens, and hopefully Armin and Eren and Mikasa can all get out of this in one piece. And I almost forgot that key. Oh my god. I knew his dad had something to do with it. So in the previous episode, Eren had a flashback of his dad trying to inject him with something, and this was after the fall of Wall Maria, and so there were refugees, they were trying to get some food, and this was just before the people in charge sent out people to retake Wall Maria, and obviously lots of lives were lost. Now, I'm trying to gauge when that happened because it obviously must have happened in that little time period when they were crossing over into that town. So, correct me if I'm wrong. In the flashback in the previous episode, episode 9, Eren's dad said, retake Wall Maria and go to the basement and there you'll find the truth. And so I knew his dad had something to do with it. So obviously Eren needs to get to that basement to see what happened to him. I mean, I'd love to find out who Mr. Yeager is hanging out with and what he's been doing in his spare time. But let's get to this episode and let's see what happens. God, I love that intro. His reaction is normal. I feel like there would be a lot of other people feeling the same way that he is right now. They're all scared. They hadn't seen a Titan up until this point. And so seeing all that and processing it, you know, it's so much to process. And the fact that they were able to do it all and get that gas and actually evacuate, you know, that's a credit to them, you know, like they could have just frozen fear and just succumbed to fear. So I'm really proud of Sasha and everyone else who were able to keep fighting and evacuate. So that guy who we saw in the previous episode who was providing support to Jean, I didn't know his name, but so now his name is Marco. I really like Marco, you know. He was so helpful, supportive to Jean, you know, and so I think he's a really good guy. I really like Marco. Oh my god, they'd all be freaking out that it's a freaking armored Titan, I bet you. And you know, that Captain Weller's fear is, it is normal because I remember when we first saw the Colossal Titan and the armored titan, it was new. They had never come across these kinds of titans before. And so seeing Eren turn into a titan himself, they're all probably wondering what kind of new threat or what kind of new titan is this, one that takes human form. And so
what is this new devilry?
I can understand his fear, but you know, that doesn't mean he's still not an ass. I love her directness.
こいつはもう蒸発する。巨人の死体と同じだ。少し離れるぞ。だとしたらなんで隠した？
It's true, like if his dad had a serum which could help fight against the Titans, why aren't they using it? Yeah, where has your dad been the past couple of years? But he looks so tired. I don't know if he could turn into a Titan again. Oh, his nose is bleeding. Oh my god. I don't know if you can turn into a Titan again, Eren. Yeah, you look so exhausted. Mikasa won't let you go alone. What did I say? She's like, I'm coming with you. Oh my god, it makes me so angry when he says stuff like that, you know, because she obviously cares about you. She's not gonna let you just go out there on her own. I don't know, it makes me really angry when he gets angry at her like that. Because she loves him so much. She never even said that she sees him as her little brother that she needs to protect. That's kind of a reflection on Eren, how he sees himself. She's with you because she loves you. Oh my god, I will slap Armin, seriously. You're not a coward, oh my god. I just feel like slapping him right now. I mean, Mikasa has said in the previous episode that Armin has saved their lives a couple of times. Ugh! I agree with Eren. The smartest thing to do is to stay and use that ability strategically. However, you have to convince them that you're not a threat. You can do it, Armin. I believe in you. They all believe in you. You can do it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because they believe in you. I didn't know Armin called Hans, but it's so true what Eren said. If he hadn't have called Hans, I think Mikasa and Eren would have died there, because Eren would still be trying to get his mum out, and he wasn't even listening to what his mum was telling him to run. It was because of Hans, that's how they escaped. You can do it.
巨人になって戦っていた時から
You know, is he allowed to just give commands like that? Like, shouldn't he be running this up the chain to someone else to be making decisions like that? Doesn't he have to defer to someone? I don't know. Exactly, Armin. You tell them. You tell them.
血を絞ろうともこの事実だけは動きません
No! Oh my god, that captain makes me so angry. He's just not listening. He's just so like, oh my god, all he sees is red.
これから死にゆく全てもの間に彼の戦術価値を解きますアンカー相変わらず図体の割には小鹿のように繊細な男じゃ
Commander Pixie, oh my god.
聞いたところだが状況は早馬で伝わっているお前は増援
Yeah, you go command those reinforcements. I love it when people are eccentric because, you know, doing something the same way over and over again, A, becomes boring, and B, if you try to do something different, but you're continuing to do something over and over again the same way, you're only going to achieve the same results. So I really like that he's eccentric. You know, everybody is so different, and that makes us all unique. Just because society deems something as normal doesn't mean that there's not another way that it can be done. But just because that other way is not normal doesn't mean it's ridiculous. Like, as long as they can get trust back, who cares? Like I said, doing the same thing over and over again, you only get the same results. You want something different, you got to try something different. He's so honest, Armin. But that's a good idea still. Is he drinking alcohol? Or is it water?
手がくねえよはいお主は穴を塞ぐことができるか
I don't know. He's really tired, you know, and he's really drained. He's pretty exhausted. You know, I've been reading a lot of books about how you talk to yourself, and it's so important how you talk to yourself and how you phrase sentences. It's so important. I mean, I can do my homework. I can go to work, but that's not the question. It's whether or not you will or you won't. When you rephrase sentences, it can really motivate you, if you get me. And I love Commander Pixie. I love that. Now that was the end of episode 10, The Battle for Trust. I really loved this episode, although I am not a fan of the Captain Weller. But I'm really glad that they were able to make it out of that situation. And I told you guys it would be Armin because he's just so rational, you know, and he just, yes, he's also afraid himself, but because he's afraid of himself, he can use that to connect and understand people, and hopefully in doing so, he can also reach and cause them to be empathetic of him. And so I love that about Armin. And I really like Commander Pixie. I just really love him. You can tell like he's had a lot of experience, and so I'm glad that there's a commander like Commander Pixie in that position and not Captain Weller, because we all know how that would have gone if it wasn't Commander Pixie who was in control, if it was Captain Weller. But you know, I was just really thinking about everything that's happened so far, and I always thought it was weird, like those three wars, Wall Maria, Wall Rose, and Wall Sinner, they're so huge. It's just so hard to comprehend how they would have built it. It would have taken so long, and so I'm just trying to really comprehend how three wars such as that were created. And you know, even with the Titans, like they said, there's so much we don't know about them. And then we also have Eren, who has the abilities to turn into a Titan, and also it happens to disintegrate the same way that the other Titans do. And so I'm really trying to understand, was it Dr. Jaeger? Is the human race really doing it to themselves? I don't know why they would do that. Like, I just don't understand why they would do that. And so, I don't know, it's just really annoying me because it's just like, these Titans are coming out of nowhere and then they're also disappearing, but we don't know how they're being created. I just don't understand. Like, we're led to believe that there's just so many Titans outside the wall, but like, I guess we've never been outside the wall, so we can only take their word for it. But with the Armored Titan and with the Colossal Titan, they were a never before until 5 years ago when we lost Wall Maria. They just disappeared. I don't know, it's just like, is the human race doing it to themselves? I don't know. But anyways, it's just like, I feel like I want to elaborate on it a bit more, but I feel like then I'm just rambling. We have these Titans outside the wall, and then it wasn't until 5 years ago that we saw the Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan. And then we have Eren, who can turn into a Titan. Now, the group of scientists who I believe that Mr. Jaeger is traveling with, could they have created these Titans? Like, I wouldn't be surprised that Mr. Jaeger seemed to know of the abilities that Eren would be getting from taking that. Or maybe he created his own serum separate to those scientists, because, you know, maybe he's a good scientist himself. Anyways, those are just my thoughts. Aren't they, Bucky? Those are just our thoughts. He's been very quiet this whole entire episode. And then just as we're leaving, you decide to come alive, hey? Would you want to say goodbye to everybody? Want to wave? Good job! I don't know if you guys saw that. It was very tiny. Let me see if I can get it to do it again. It was a very tiny movements. I might like move maybe closer to the camera. Bucky, you want to wave? Yay! Good job! So that's it from Bucky and I. Now, if you want to see what Bucky gets up to in his spare time or myself, I've left a link to our Instagram down below, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!